के सुमिरो पवन कुमार, बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि, हरहु कलेश विकार। जय जय राम जय जय राम, जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम।
जय जय राम जय जय राम, जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम।
जय जय राम जय जय राम, जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम।
जय जय राम जय जय राम, जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम।
जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर,
जय कपीश तिहु लोक उजागर।
राम दूत अतुलित बल धामा,
अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा।
महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी,
सुमति निवार सुमति के संगी।
कंचन बरण विराज सुवेशा,
कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा।
जय जय राम जय जय राम, जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम।
जय जय राम जय जय राम, जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम।
हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजय,
काजे मूंज जनेऊ साजे।
शंकर सुवन केशरी नंदन,
तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन।
विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर,
राम काज करिबे को आतुर।
प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया,
राम लखन सीता मन बसिया।
जय जय राम जय जय राम, जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम।
जय जय राम जय जय राम, जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम।
सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा,
विगत रूप धरि लंक जरावा।
भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे,
रामचंद्र के काज सवारे।
लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए,
श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए।
रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई,
तुम मम प्रिय भरतहि सम भाई।
जय जय राम जय जय राम, जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम।
जय जय राम जय जय राम, जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम।
सहस बदन तुम्हरो यश गावे,
हस कहि श्रीपति कंकर गावे।
सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीषा,
नारद शारद सहित अहीसा।
यम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाँ ते,
कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते।
तुम उपकार सुग्रीव कीन्हा,
राम मिलाए राजपद दीन्हा।
जय जय राम जय जय राम, जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम।
जय जय राम जय जय राम, जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम।
तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना,
लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना।
युग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु,
लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानु।
प्रभु मुद्रिका मेल मुख माही,
जल दिलांगी गए अचरज नाही।
दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते,
सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे टीटे।
जय जय राम जय जय राम, जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम।
जय जय राम जय जय राम, जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम।
राम तुम्हारे तुम रखवारे,
होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे।
सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी शरणा,
तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना।
आपन तेज सम्हारो आपे,
तीनों लोक हाथ टेका पे।
भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे,
महावीर जब नाम सुनावे।
जय जय राम जय जय राम, जय बजरंग बली हनुमान।
जय जय राम जय जय राम, जय बजरंग बली हनुमान।
नाशय रोग हरे सब पीड़ा,
जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा।
संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे,
परक्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे।
सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा,
तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा।
और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे,
सोई अमित जीवन पद पावे।
जय जय राम जय जय राम, जय बजरंग बली हनुमान।
जय जय राम जय जय राम, जय बजरंग बली हनुमान।
चारों युग प्रताप तुम्हारा,
है कर सिर जगत उजियारा।
साधु संत के तुम रखवारे,
असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे।
अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता,
असवर दीन जानकी माता।
राम रसायन तुमरे पासा,
सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा।
जय जय राम जय जय राम।
Namaskar or Suswagatam. My humble prostrations and a warm welcome once again to our regular Thursday night Satsang. The last week or so we were so busy with our Yajna. I decided to continue tonight on the topic of Hanumaan Ji, reflections upon Sri Hanumaan Ji. And the reason why is because the entire week of the Yajna, it was so inspirational, and the energy and vibrations kept on reverberating, and hence I decided to take up the topic of reflections on Sri Hanumaan Ji. But before we go into the Katha of Sundarkand tonight, let us all join together in opening mantras. And we are going to do from the Ramcharitramanas as usual, because we are doing Sat Sundarkand Katha. So we shall join together in the Mangalacharan of Balkand, the beginning. Balkand, at the beginning, at the Ramcharitramanas. Let us all bow our heads and close our eyes. And having closed our eyes, let us open our minds as we embrace deep within our hearts Prabhu Ramchandra Ji, the greatness of the poet Tulsidas Ji. Varnanam artha sanghanam rasanam chandasamapi mangalanam chakartaro Vande Vani Vinayako Bhavani Shankara Vande Shraddha Vishwasarupino Yabhyam Vinana Pashyanti Siddha Swanthastamishwaram Vande बोधमयं नित्यं गुरुं शंकर रूपिणम् यमाश्रितो हि वक्रोऽपि चंद्र सर्वत्र वन्द्यते। सीताराम गुणग्राम सीताराम गुणग्राम पुण्यारण्य विहारिणो वंदे विशुद्ध विज्ञानो कवीश्वर कपीश्वर। श्री गणेशाय नमः, श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः, श्री शिवशंकराय नमः, श्री सद्गुरवे नमः, श्री हनुमते नमः, श्री रामचंद्राय नमः, श्री तुलसीदासाय नमः। Let's all join together in glorifying Prabhu Ramchandra Ji. A beautiful kirtan. Sitaram, 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 Sitaram. Sitaram, 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 Jai 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 Sitaram. Sitaram, Jai Sitaram. Sitaram, 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 Jai 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 Sitaram. Sitaram, Jai Sitaram, 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 Sitaram, Jai Sitaram. Siyavar Ramchandra ki jai. Glorifying Prabhu Ramchandra Ji and Maiya Sita Ji. When the mind is absorbed in the thought of Prabhu Ramchandra Ji and Bhagavati Sita Devi, the mind gains that sense of inner equilibrium or inner peace. Let's join together in glorifying Shri Hanumaan Ji. वीर हनुमान अति बलवान राम राम रसियो रे प्रभु मन बसियो रे वीर हनुमान अति बलवान राम राम रसियो रे प्रभु मन बसियो रे वीर हनुमान अति बलवान राम राम रसियो रे प्रभु मन बसियो रे अति बलवान, राम राम रसियो रे, प्रभु मन बसियो रे। राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की, राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की, राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की, राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की। वीर हनुमान अति बलवान, राम राम रसियो रे, प्रभु मन बसियो रे। वीर हनुमान अति बलवान, राम राम रसियो रे, प्रभु मन बसियो रे। सीताराम जय सीताराम, 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 सीताराम जय सीताराम। वीर हनुमान अति बलवान, राम राम रसियो रे, प्रभु मन बसियो रे। वीर हनुमान अति बलवान, राम राम रसियो रे, प्रभु मन बसियो रे। वीर हनुमान अति बलवान, राम राम रसियो रे, प्रभु मन बसियो रे। सीताराम जय सीताराम, 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 सीताराम जय सीताराम। वीर हनुमान अति बलवान, राम राम रसियो रे, प्रभु मन बसियो रे। राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की, राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की, राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की, राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की। वीर हनुमान अति बलवान, राम राम रसियो रे, प्रभु मन बसियो रे। वीर हनुमान अति बलवान, राम राम रसियो रे, प्रभु मन बसियो रे, प्रभु मन बसियो रे, प्रभु मन बसियो रे। बोलो पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। Hanuman ji saying within his mind that, hey Prabhu ji, mere man basiyo, please dwell within my mind, please dance within my mind, please reside, please live. Prabhu man basiyo re. Basiyo means to reside, to dwell, to live. And when we ask Prabhu ji in a conscious approach to dwell within my heart, it is because I am prepared to surrender completely at the altar of divinity. I am prepared to embrace Prabhu Ramchandra Ji with all my heart. Hence Hanuman Ji is saying that. We now go to excuse me, to Sundarkand of the Sri Ram Charitramanas. Yasya andar sushtu asti iti sundara. He whose inner personality, yasya andar sushtu asti iti sundara. He whose inner personality is beautiful is referred to as sundara. Meaning, beauty does not come from the outside alone. It's an inner characteristic reflecting in the outer world, reflecting at the outer level from man. And Tulsidas Ji writes in Sundarkand, the very open Mangalacharan shloka, in which he highlights that this prayer he's uttering, he wants Prabhu Ramchandraji to bestow upon him certain things. And Tulsidasi writes in this beautiful manner. Shantam Shashvatam Aprameyamadham Nirvana Shanti Pradam Brahma Shambhu Hanindra Sevyamanisham Vedanta Vedyam Vibhum Ramakhyam Jagadishwaram Surgurum Maya Manushyam Harim Vandeham Karunakaram Raghuvaram Gopal Churamagam. It says in the shloka, Shantam Vandeham Karunakaram. I bow. Aham Vande. The poet is saying, Aham Vande. I bow. I salute. I surrender. I worship. Karunakaram. The one who is the embodiment, the akaram of Karuna, compassion. And when we see Bhagwan Ramchandraji, his compassion towards Ahalya Maya, towards Shabri, towards Anusuya, towards Hanumaan Ji, displays so much of compassion. Bhagwan Shri Ramchandraji is Akaram, the embodiment of Karunakar, of Karuna, of compassion. And if he is the embodiment of compassion itself, there is no limit to his compassion. So, first he says, Aham Vande Karunakaram. I worship, I surrender, I prostrate, I pay reverence and obeisance to the embodiment of compassion. Who is that individual? Raghuvaram, the best amongst the Raghus, meaning Prabhu Ramchandraji. Why is he the best amongst the Raghus? We have seen all the actions of Sri Ramchandraji, the entire life he lived, in comparison to all the previous Maharajas who have come from the Raghul lineage, and the lineage, the Solar dynasty, Suryavamsha. And he displays most of the characteristics that is beyond the average individual, that surpass all the other kings. So, I prostrate to that individual who is the embodiment of compassion. Who is that individual? He is the best amongst the Raghus, Prabhu Ramchandraji. He is Bhupala Chudamanim. Bhupala means, Bhu means the earth. Pala means the protector, the king of the earth. But he is not just the king of the earth. He is Chudamanim, the crest jewel amongst the entire Raghukul lineage. And this is the description given by Tulsidasi. The one who is the Chudamanim, the crest jewel amongst all from the Raghukul lineage. He is the Bhupal at the present moment, the king of the earth. Hence, I prostrate to that individual, Sri Ramchandraji. Why should I prostrate to Sri Ramchandraji? One, he is Shantam, the embodiment of peace, inner peace and outer peace. To gain a sense of inner equilibrium, a sense of inner peace, that peace we are speaking about, that individual gains through contemplation, through reflection, through pondering, and in the deep state of meditation. One gains that inner peace, that inner equilibrium. Bhagwan Ram is that, the embodiment of Shantam, peace. Because when you are peaceful with yourself, you'll be peaceful with the entire universe. Nothing will become an issue, a problem, a situation in life for you. Because everything is a consciousness at play. For that individual who experiences that state of shantam, of peace, that inner equilibrium, that individual has no issues with the world, and the world has no issues with that individual. Whatever the universe presents to that individual embraces what the world offers, but never affected by any scenario. So Bhagwan Ram is the Akaram, the embodiment of Shantam, of peace itself. Then, because the peace is the ultimate goal of everyone's sadhana. Every individual wants a peaceful life. They want some peace in their life. And that peace is what we are in search of, a sense of freedom from the oscillation of the pairs of opposites in the mind, in the heart of every bhakta. And when that individual engages himself in sadhana, in spiritual practices, what happens? The individual gains a sense of inner maturity. As he or she continues their japa, their tapa, their kirtanam, their bhajanam, their seva, whatever, their bhakti, as they continue on the path of spiritual progress, the path of spiritual upliftment, what happens? That individual gains a sense of inner equilibrium, inner peace, that maturity comes. And gradually, when you gain that inner equilibrium, when you gain that inner maturity, you are experiencing oneness with yourself, which is oneness with the universe. And Prabhu Ramchandraji is the ultimate goal of life in the eyes of Sri Hanumaan Ji, and the eyes of all those who are followers and bhaktas, devotees of Prabhu. Bhagwan Ram is the ultimate. He is also Shashvatam, the one who is imperishable, the one who does not undergo any modification. Shashvatam. Nothing can bring about the demise of Prabhu Ramchandraji. Shashvatam, Aprameyam, immeasurable. There is no means to measure. What instrument can we use the greatness of Prabhu Ramchandraji? Is there any man-made instruments which you can use to measure or to compare Bhagwan Ramchandraji? He is said to be Aprameyam. No one can measure. He is immeasurable by nature, because Bhagwan is the entire universe and beyond it. And not just this world, there are millions and billions of galaxies, and Bhagwan Ram is much more than that also. Yet we come to worship Hanumaan Ji in that Bhagwan Ramchandraji in that particular form as Dasharath and Kaushalya ke santan ke putra, the author of Kaushalya and Raja Dasharath, who is the brother of Lakshmana, Shatrughna and Bharata. That is the same Prabhu Ramchandraji we are speaking about here. Tulsidas is writing. That individual is said to be Anagham, one who is devoid of any sin. In Sanatana Dharma, the word sin does not exist. There is nothing like sin in Sanatana Dharma. But we have to use loosely a translation of the word. So we use it loosely as the sinless one. The one who has never performed any action that is going to deprive himself of moksha or liberation. That is what we call papa or sin. It's an action performed where an individual deprives himself the right to further upliftment or moksha. This is what we call as a hindrance, not a sin really, but loosely translated as though. So Bhagwan Ramchandraji is one, the embodiment, the akaram of what? Karuna, compassion, one. The second one, he is Raghuvaram, the best amongst the Raghus. The third one, he is Bhupala Churamanim, the crest jewel of the entire Raghukul lineage. He is the Bhupal, the king of the earth. He is also Akaram, the embodiment of what? Shantam. He is peace itself, in which every individual seek in life. Our ultimate goal is to experience that inner peace. He is Shashvatam. There is no, he is imperishable. Bhagwan Sri Ramchandraji. He is also Aprameyam, that one which can be measured or compared with anything in the world. The Anagham, the sinless one. He is the one who Pradam, who bestows, the one who gives, and who gives in abundance, the one who gives freely. Pradam, what? Shanti, that peace. Bhagwan knows that we are in search of that through our sadhana. Hence he bestows on the bhakta, on the devotee, what? This Shanti. This Shanti has no beginning, no end. And that Shanti is what we call Nirvana, Moksha, or liberation. The ultimate goal. There are different words used to highlight the same destination, the goal of life. Be it Shantam, be it Shashvatam, be it Nirvana, be it any of these words, they highlight the same concept or aspect of Prabhu Ramchandraji, the ultimate goal of life. Now, why does Bhagwan bestow upon a bhakta, a devotee? Because the nature of Prabhuji is to give in abundance. It's like a mother or a father. The mother gives in abundance her love to her children without even asking. The father gives in abundance the love to the children without even asking. Similarly, we are the offsprings. We are the children of Prabhu Ramchandraji. The one who removes, as it were, all the afflictions, all the difficulties, and what? Even though the pairs of opposites continuously confront us, a bhakta, in spite of all the ups and downs, is never affected by the pairs of opposites. Why? All because the individual is so absorbed in devotion to Prabhu Ramchandraji. Whatever comes, ye prasadam hai. It is the prasadam. It is my karma phala, the rewards of my actions. And whatever comes as prasadam, it is the grace of Prabhu Ramchandraji. Prasadam means the grace bestowed upon us by embracing. When we go to the Yajna-shala, when we go to Satsang, when we go to Puja, and we get prasadam, the first thing we do, we take it and bow our heads in reverence, an act of acceptance of the prasadam, one, an act of reverence to that prasadam itself, and an expression of gratitude to the divine for allowing us to be in the satsang, in the pujanam, in the yajna, so that I can get the grace of Prabhu Ramchandraji, of the yajna. So also, Bhagwan Sri Ramchandraji bestows a pradam in abundance, shanti, that inner peace, nirvana, which is moksha itself. Now, let us see who worship Bhagwan. we have a description of Prabhu Ramchandra Ji. Let us see who worshipped the divine. Brahma. In Sanatana Dharma, the word Brahma displays a sense of procreation, as it were, or the one who brings forth things into the universe. And there is no such thing as creation in the Sanatana Dharma, but it's a projection. So Brahma Ji is one who projects, brings forth into this universe. So Brahma Ji worships Bhagwan Ramchandra Ji. Then who? Shambhu, Bhagwan Shiva. Bhagwan Shiva also worships Prabhu Ramchandra Ji. Interesting enough, Bhagwan Ram worships Bhagwan Shiva. Bhagwan Shiva worships Sri Ram. When the bridge was built, the Shivalingam was installed and consecrated, Bhagwan Ram performed Rameshwaram Puja. To whom? Bhagwan Shiva on the Shivalingam. So Brahmaji worshipped Bhagwan Ram. Shambhuji, Bhagwan Shiva, worshipped Bhagwan Ram. Bhagwan Ram also worships Bhagwan Shiva. And then who? Phanindra. Phanindra means here the one who has the snakes as his bed, meaning Bhagwan Vishnu. They all Savyam, they all worship, they serve without any interruption. Continuously they worship Prabhu Ramchandra Ji. He is the one who is said to be Vedanta. What the Vedas speak about. Vedanam Antah Iti Vedanta. The end portion of the Vedas, which is the philosophy of life, the Upanishads, the nectar of the Vedas. Bhagwan Ram, Vedanta Vedyam, that which ought to be known through philosophy. He is Vibhum, the all-pervasive one. And when we see that, Hanumaan Ji is ever in its glory, because we are discussing, we are describing, we are highlighting Prabhu Ramchandra Ji. And this beautiful bhajan of Hanumaan Ji, it's a prayer from all of us to Sri Hanumaan Ji to remove all the dukkha. Hey dukkha bhanjan, the one who destroys, the one who crushes all difficulties, dukkha, sorrows, pains, sufferings. Hanumaan Ji. Hey dukha bhanjan Maruti Nandan, हे दुख भंजन मारुति नंदन, सुन लो मेरी पुकार, पवन सुत बिनती बारंबार, पवन सुत बिनती बारंबार। हे दुख भंजन मारुति नंदन, हे दुख भंजन मारुति नंदन, सुन लो मेरी पुकार, पवन सुत बिनती बारंबार, पवन सुत बिनती बारंबार। दाता अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता, दुखियों के तुम भाग्य विधाता, दुखियों के तुम भाग्य विधाता, सिया राम के काज सवारे, सिया राम के काज सवारे, मेरा कर उद्धार, पवन सुत बिनती बारंबार, पवन सुत बिनती बारंबार। बिहारी तुम पर रीत है अवध बिहारी भक्ति भाव से ध्याऊं तो है भक्ति भाव से ध्याऊं तो है कर दुखों से पार पवन सुत विनती बारंबार पवन सुत विनती बारंबार हे दुख भंजन मारुति नंदन सुन लो मेरी पुकार पवन सुत विनती बारंबार पवन सुत विनती बारंबार जपु निरंतर नाम तिहारा जपु निरंतर नाम तिहारा अब नहीं छोड़ू तेरा द्वारा अब नहीं छोड़ू तेरा द्वारा राम भक्त मोहे शरण में लीजे राम भक्त मोहे शरण में लीजे भव सागर से तार पवन सुत विनती बारंबार पवन सुत विनती बारंबार हे दुख भंजन मारुति नंदन हे दुख भंजन मारुति नंदन सुन लो मेरी पुकार पवन सुत विनती बारंबार पवन सुत विनती बारंबार पवन सुत विनती बारंबार बोलो पवन सुत हनुमान की जय Hanuman Ji was ever devoted to Prabhu Ramchandra Ji, and it is that one we are speaking about here tonight in the Ramcharitamanas of Sundarkand. The greatness of Sri Ram, Hanuman Ji is ever willing to listen to the glories of Prabhu Ramchandra Ji. It is also said that whenever the name Ramchandra Ji, Bhagwan Ram is uttered, Hanuman Ji is ever present. Why? Because we are speaking about his master, Prabhu Ram, the beloved of Sri Hanuman Ji, the beloved of Sita Devi, the consort of Sita Devi, the brother of Bharati, Lakshmana, Shatrugna, the offspring of Kaushalya Maya and Raja Dashrath. It is that same Ramchandra Ji who is Maryada Purushottam. Maryada Purushottam, Prabhu Ramchandra Ji. Maryada means the one who does not go beyond. Maryada. The line that is crossed, he does not go beyond beyond the boundaries of negativity. Prabhu Ramchandra Ji is called Purusha Uttama, the best amongst all men. In the Valmiki Ramayana, a question was raised. Can anyone describe describe the characteristics of any great person? And then it was given the 64 characteristics of Prabhu Ramchandra Ji. It is given. But we are describing Prabhu Ramchandra Ji here in Sundarkand of the Tulsikar Ramcharitamanas. So, Brahma Ji, the one who projects into the universe, who brings forth everything into the universe. Shambhu Ji, the one who reabsorbs or transforms everything. And Bhagwan Vishnu, the one who sustains everything, the beloved of Lakshmi Maya. All these three individuals, they worship, they serve Sri Ram continuously because he is the all-pervading. He is the one that is called the knowledge to be gained. Vedanta, Vedyam, that which ought to be known in Vedanta, in the philosophy, in the Upanishads, in the Vedas. That is the Prabhu Ramchandra we are speaking about. He is called, Akhyam means to be called. What is he called? Rama. Prabhu Rama, Sri Rama. He is Jagadishwara, the one who is the Ishvara of the entire universe. Jagad Ishvara, the one who is the Ishvara, the governing principle of the entire universe, Bhagwan Sri Ramchandra Ji. He is the Sura, the Devata for all the Gurus. All the Gurus. Or he is a Guru, all Devatas. All the Devatas consider Prabhu Ramchandra Ji as their Guru. Maya Manushya. He assumes the human form through Maya. Manushyam, the roop, the form of a Manushya man, but allowing Maya to have its play, but not affected by Maya. He is that Harim, Bhagwan Sri Ramchandra Ji. You and I, we all love Hanuman Ji. And if we love Hanuman Ji, then we have to love the one he worships as his master, as the divine. Who is that one? Prabhu Ramchandra Ji. And this Hanuman Ji continuously serving Sri Ramchandra Ji unceasingly. He does not waver in his devotion. That is the kind of firm conviction we should have in our hearts when we are worshipping Ishvara. There is no doubt. Our faith should never shake. It should never be shaken. Because that faith has to be resting on a solid foundation. And that is solid foundation is Prabhu Ramchandra Ji himself. This is why in the Hanuman Chalisa, the 40 verses dedicated to Hanuman Ji, the 3 दोहे, 3 दोहे और 40 चौपाइयां. जो दायक फल चारे बुद्धिहीन तनु जानी के सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार. जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीश तिहु लोक उजागर. राम दूत अतुलित बलधामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा. महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी. कंचन बरन विराज सुवेशा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा. हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूज जनेऊ साजे. शंकर सुवन केशरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महा जगवंदन. विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर. प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया. सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा. भारत सहित महिषा यम कुबेर दिगपाल चाहते कवि कोविद कहि सकै कहाते. तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा राम मिलाय राज पद दीन्हा. मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना. युग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानु. प्रभु मुद्रिका भी मुक्त नाही जलधि लांघ गए अचरज नाही. दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे तेते. राम द्वारे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे. संकट का भूको डरना, आपन तेज संहारो आपे, तीनों लोक हाथ के कांपे। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। सब पीड़ा जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा, संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन कर वचन ध्यान जुलावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, तासुमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों युग पर ताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता, असबर दीन जान की माता। राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुम्हारे भजन राम को भावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित्त न धरई, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई। संकट कटे मिटे सब पीड़ा, जो सुने हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई। जो शत बार पाठ कर कोई, नहीं बनती महासुख होई। कोई न पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा। हरि तेरा कीजय नाथ हृदय महाडेरा। पावन तनय संकट हरण मंगल मूर्ति रूप, राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुरभूप। बोलो पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। Glorifying Shri Hanuman Ji. Shri Hanuman Ji, highlighting again the Sundarkand, the shloka, the opening shloka of Sundarkand. So we worship that Prabhu Ramchandra Ji. And Tulsidas Ji asks of these things. He wants to enjoy that sense of inner peace within his mind. He wants to gain that sense of inner equilibrium. Because in the minds of all of us, it is restless. The mind is very restless. It is very fickle. It is very chanchal. Always like a monkey, jump in here, jump in there, from branch to branch, from thought to thought, from idea to idea. Different scenarios. Like that of the monkey, the mind roams about aimlessly sometimes. It is through sadhana, it is through bhakti, it is through japa, it is through puja. All these are different techniques and methods of how to harness the mind and allow it to focus on the goal. So all these techniques, all these methods, they help us along the pathway. For each individual, the pathway may vary. There are those who have chosen bhakti, there are those who have chosen kirtanam, there are those who have chosen japa, there are those who have chosen Vedanta or even Karma Yoga. But the whole idea, the end result of the mind and intellect. So the mind experiences itself that inner peace. And that is Prabhu Ramchandra Ji we are speaking about. And to gain that, our devotion, our commitment has to be sincere. Like any commitment you are taking up in life, you must be committed to the cause. The purpose to your existence. Committed to the purpose to your existence. What do I owe myself? One. What do I owe my family? What do I owe society? What do I owe the country? What do I owe the universe? What do I owe myself? The opportunity of the life divine. You owe that to yourself. But instead of being more contemplative and reflective and appreciative, the more stressed, the more tense, the more pained we are, because we are taking on all these on our shoulders. It is only human, but at the same time, the techniques given to us by the rishis, Om Shri Hanumate Namah, we can experience the Shantam, the peace. We can experience that nirvana, that state of moksha, oneness. To that one who is Raghuvaram, the best amongst all the Raghus, who's Akaram Karuna, the embodiment of compassion self, Aham Vande, I salute, I prostrate, I worship, I bow, I surrender. To whom? That one whom we are speaking about, Prabhu Ramchandra Ji. Hanumaan Ji is overjoyed to hear the katha of Prabhu Ramchandra Ji. And when Hanumaan Ji is overjoyed, he glorifies Bhagwan Ram. You and I, it's never too late to turn towards the divine. Sometimes we lose faith. Sometimes we lose hope. Because from years we are offering our prayer as though our prayer is going unheard, unanswered. No prayer uttered to the divine can ever go unanswered. It may take a while for you to get the results, the rewards of your prayer. And when you and I get the rewards, the fruits, the results of our prayer, nothing in the world can stop you from enjoying that karma phal. The results, the rewards, the fruits of our prayer. Our prayer has to be sincere. When a person sometimes is really to his lowest, that's when sometimes you get the sincerest of prayer from the heart of a devotee who has nothing else in this universe and surrenders completely. That moment, the sincere prayer from a bhakta, an outpouring of love and devotion to Prabhu, you and I, even at your lowest point, Bhagwan will never give us that amount which we cannot bear. It's only to understand our fullest potential. Whatever comes to us, Bhagwan will never. Time comes along. One is that our Sunday Sanskara continues every Sunday morning from 7:30 at the ashram, Lachus Road in Pinal. Then every Thursday night, right here on social media, our Thursday night Satsang. Then also we have our yoga classes from Wednesday morning 8 to 9 a.m. at the ashram. On Thursday evening from 4:30 to 5:30 in the evening. And now we are starting Sangeet Kaksha, music classes, every Saturday at the ashram from 10:30 in the morning. More so harmonium and keyboard. Later on we'll have other instruments, tabla, drum, probably sitar, probably violin, all these different instruments will come gradually, hopefully. But right now is the harmonium and keyboard classes this Saturday at the ashram. Next Saturday, okay, so my mistake, not this Saturday, the 15th, but the 22nd. Yes, my mistake, my apologies. So the 22nd of April, we are starting the music classes at the ashram. And haven't come to the end of our session this evening. Oh yes, and the last invitation is the Gita Parayana on Sunday the 29th of April at 10 a.m. in St. Madeleine. I have the address, we'll put it up for everyone. It's in St. Madeleine at 10 a.m. till 1 p.m. the Gita Parayana, the continuous chanting of the entire Srimad Bhagavad Gita. The chanting of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the recitation, the listening, all in itself is what we call contemplation and reflection, to gain that state of what? Nirvana, moksha. It's a meditation itself. When you listen to the chanting of the entire Gita, or even any mantra itself, the mere recitation of the mantra can take us to a different level of inner peace within our hearts. Let's all bow, close our heads, close our eyes and bow our heads as we've come to the end of our session this evening. Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Om Purnamadaha Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. So we have given others the opportunity to express their devotion towards the divine, Prabhu Ramchandraji. Until then, next Thursday we meet again. Namaskar.
Vira, Vira, Vira,